Good morning. Today I'm speaking about a case from 2009 where a state trooper was convicted for murdering a dentist. The state trooper was living with the dentist's wife for 2 years. They were about to be divorced. This is a Dateline episode called Premonition, and it aired this past Friday. Dr. Yelenic lived in Indiana County in Pennsylvania, in Blairsville. Indiana County District Attorney would not charge the state trooper, Mr. Foley. So the family of Dr. Yelenic, there was only a cousin, there were no siblings, and the parents were deceased. So Dr. Yelenic's cousin and a few friends went to the highest level in the state of Pennsylvania, which is the Attorney General. And from there, the case was, charges were filed, it was prosecuted, and I will read you a few things. After that, here we go. It's from the website that I will post in the description. A lawsuit filed against the Pennsylvania State Police alleges conspiracy and a police cover-up in the death of a local dentist. The suit claims troopers conspired to hinder the murder investigation and covered up the crime. This is called the Blue Wall of Silence. This is a case that happened in 2006, but the trooper was convicted in a trial 2009 in Pennsylvania. There was a female state trooper that was first on the murder scene after a neighbor saw some blood and a broken window. She was harassed and threatened by the state troopers, according to Dateline, although she didn't seem to be very upset about it. I think she didn't want to, make it a big deal because, she still works as a state trooper. Dr. Yelenic, the dead man, his wife was never charged, although she lived with the trooper who killed him. And ultimately, the conviction was through DNA. So Dateline can show us, and we can learn from this, that the cousin and friends went higher up because the district attorney and the trooper who was convicted were friends. I have seen no post online of a gun used in the Delphi case. There's possibly, as speculation goes, that a gun was used to maybe control and threaten, but no one heard a gunshot. From all the posts I've read, all the comments on YouTube and various web sleuthing websites, no one heard a gunshot. So according to the FBI, a gun is used 5 times more likely than a rifle, although handgun is the top as the actual murder weapon. So when a knife is used, it's very personal. Someone's very, very angry. As in the case of this Pennsylvania murder, a knife was used, a single-edged blade. And, I'm not going to give you all the graphic details. So when a knife's used, that person is angry, and it's a personal reason. There's also an alleged scarf that was worn at the services, which shows me that if that is true, then, a knife is the weapon. On one of the websites, which I'll put in the description, a knife is the 3rd most common weapon used in a murder. So Dateline and this Delphi murder, in a sense, mirror each other in that it was 3 years. There is a cover-up, and I am no way saying, well, not a cover-up, but a protecting one of their own. I am not saying the Indiana State Police is protecting one of their own, but it might be the DA or the prosecutor. So the Catholic Church and the Boy Scouts are two organizations that have protected predators and allowed predators to be, doing things without even reporting it. The Catholic Church and the Boy Scouts never really reported till it all came out that people were tired of it. Young people that were molested are coming out, years later. And it's bringing this all out, that there's many, many predators out there. So what I'm saying is the motive for the Delphi might have been an anger toward information that one or both of the girls had. If someone, and I say if, someone sent them an inappropriate picture, and even if it were on Snapchat, it still can be captured and saved, even though I don't know if it's downloaded, but you could do a screenshot. It's very quick, right? Snapchat or some other way that either a picture was sent or some inappropriate behavior was going to be reported. This killing was to silence them. If there was something inappropriate that they had knowledge of, then that would cause embarrassment to the person that did it. Person might be listed as an offender the rest of their lives, might lose a college scholarship. The house might have to be sold because they need to, have money for a lawyer to defend them. I mean, it would ruin your life, right? So the anger that this is like a killing of just two young girls who had nothing to do with anything. So if this was done to silence them, perhaps. So the recap here is the case of Dr. Yelenic in Indiana County, Pennsylvania, does mirror this Delphi case and what I'm trying to show you today. The cousin, who was a family member, and the friends went to the highest level. So it seems to me that this was brought to my attention, as I always have my saying, everything you know will be revealed to you. The family of Dr. Yelenic did the right thing. It was 3 years later that the state trooper was convicted. My husband told me a saying this morning: when a dog bites a man, it's not news. When a man bites a dog, it's news. So the news media is constantly reporting things. They make money on it. So anybody that's making money on YouTube is okay. YouTube allows it. So, if you're really angry about YouTubers doing it, you really should call the news stations and ask them, why are you making money on these bad stories? That's because a nice story, a dog bites a man, think about it, that happens. Watch Judge Judy, happens all the time. But when a man bites a dog, that's really bad news. So everybody makes money on that. So if someone's making money on YouTube, I don't have a problem with that. But the Dateline episode can show us a few things about how cases are handled. It's called the cover-up. The blue wall of silence is when law enforcement protects one of its own. They are in a group. I think in Philadelphia, they're a union. They protect one of their own. But you guys are people like us. Law enforcement is like us. They're people. They're humans. They have the same emotions. Are capable of anything that a non-law enforcement is capable of. They protect each other. Why? You guys didn't give birth to each other, did you? You're that close. I mean, you know, you protect someone. If you would protect someone, you might think about it. A normal person, if their family member did a murder, they might say, I got to find out what's going on, like why did they do it? But I think in the end, you would not protect your family member, because a murder of 2 girls is just horrendous. I mean, you know, if a person did theft, it's different than murder. Murder is the ultimate penalty. It's the worst crime ever. So would we protect one of our own family? You'll have to answer that. But I don't think Delphi State Police are protecting one of their own. But the DA might be protecting someone in the community. So Dateline has shown us that the family of Dr. Yelenic went to the Attorney General. Hint, hint. I say things without saying it. Listen to what I'm saying about this case and decide for yourself. The blue wall of silence, is it present in the Delphi case? You'll have to answer that. Leave me some comments. Let's discuss it intelligently. Of course, you'll be deleted if you're too egregious. But I thank you for watching. I hope you'll look into more details about the Delphi case, because I'm not here to teach you that. I always say you need to know details about the case before you watch my videos. Thank you so much. I hope you have a wonderful day. I love you guys. Peace and love.